The weird thing about Virgo is, for one thing, we live in our minds, right? And a lot of times, you know, what's in our minds is it comes out. You know what I mean? A lot of people have thoughts in their mind and it stays there in their mind, right? But when Virgos think, it's kind of like lived out in reality. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what's in their minds comes out. And so people think that's weird because Virgos, even though people say they are people of the status quo and like to keep the status quo or whatever, that's not necessarily true because Virgos are just themselves for the most part. Virgos are themselves and they have no, a lot of times it's like they're naive. That's why they're the virgins because it's like a lot of times they are naive to what's socially acceptable. You understand? It's like they're naive to what's socially acceptable. Now they are adaptable and mutable. So they kind of assimilate into their environment. You understand? They assimilate kind of easily, right? So when they do assimilate, it's still some parts of them that's just untouched and virgin, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the virgins. So it's always gonna be a part of the Virgo that's untouched by their environment or by society. And a lot of people may see this as weird. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is conforming or they're just responding to their environment based on what's socially acceptable rather than uh, genuinely expressing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Instead of genuinely being who they are and reacting based on how they truly feel, about things. You know what I'm saying? It's like for example, when I was a kid, my mom bought me some fake Jordans from Payless. And I was rocking them boys like they was real Jordans. You understand? I went to school happy and proud about those Jordans. You know what I mean? Wearing them things proudly. But the other kids took a look at them was like, that boy got on them fake Jordans. They was clowning me. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, you know what? They fresh to me. They fly to me. I didn't know the value or the perceived value of real Jordans. I'm like, yo, they new, they fresh, you know, they look like Jordans. What's the big deal? And I was kind of self-conscious about it. I didn't want to wear those Jordans no more after I got clowned. I'm not gonna lie. I did not want to wear that no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to wear those fake Jordans no more after they clowned me at school about them and in the neighborhood. You feel me? And so, yeah, Virgos are like this. It's like people clown Virgos for being weird when they're just being themselves. You know, if you ask me, a lot of people are weird. Everybody is weird. They just keep their weirdness in their minds. You know what I'm saying? They have weird thoughts. You know, um, they have weird thoughts. They just don't act them out because if they act it out, then it may be, people may look at them and judge them. And so like they do Virgos. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't do it, but Virgos, as I said, they're kind of naive to a lot of things. They're kind of naive to what's socially acceptable. You feel me? And so they just do what they do, and people perceive it as weird. You know, and if you knew what that word really meant, I suggest a lot of you guys to do the etymology on that word weird because it really doesn't mean what it's it's evolved to mean. The original meaning is to become or something like that. The becoming. You feel me? And it's quite fitting for Virgo. because Virgo is quite ambitious and they strive to become better. They always are. Most of them are. They strive to become better, and so it's that word weird is fitting. So I'm happy to be weird. It's all good.